understand what was happening there. That was kind of annoying. So yeah, let's get to it. And as everybody can see, it is a modded playthrough.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Yeah, so we're awake, but barely.
You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second?
Get your
bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Peanut. Actually, no. Well, let's see. Wolfie. Yes. We're alive, at least. If nothing else.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
I'm
Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Well, trust me, Doc Mitchell, I will 110%
How'd I do?
let you know. Let's see, you at least got my gender right. Let's just go with that. But you didn't get what I would like. Let's see, what is our options here now? Okay, no, that good. No. Let's see, facial hair though, we don't really have much, right? Not anymore. Let's go with show patch because yeah, that's what the Raiders be having. See, he got everything else right. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Stuff that mattered.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
What if we can't, Doc Mitchell? You kind of stood me up way
Good.
too fast.
Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there.
Take it slow.
Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Are you sure, Doc Mitchell? Are you sure it's not a race? Because, I mean, we can make it a race if that's what you want.
We're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your
And howdy.
faculties.
Hello, New Vegas is great. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. It is. Bunk Chambers. How you doing, my man? Sorry, I haven't streamed in, like, forever, so I just recently got back into it. Uh-oh. Doc Mitchell, the thing is broken. It's broken. I have all of the Fallouts, by the way. I also have Conan Exiles, too. If you guys are interested in, like, a playthrough of that, let me know. Uh-oh. Okay, why is it? Okay. Hello, I would like to, proceed. Can I do that? Am I seriously gonna have to turn my controller on? Guys, we might have to use a controller for a little bit. Okay, there we go. About time, jeez. Why is it not working properly?
I guess that explains how you're still alive. You're built solid as an oak.
Yep.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean the bullet didn't.
Don't mind me, Doc. I'm just going
You
to,
nuttered in the bighorn and drop it.
take
What
stuff.
do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
See if your dogs still
See if your
bark.
dogs are still barking.
Dude, I love this game. Doc Mitchell, just gonna take your stuff, okay? I guess I don't think you'll mind, right? Alright, Doc.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shafter.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Stabbing where his skin.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Caretaker, why not?
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Well, for purposes of the game, we're going to say strongly disagree. But in real life,
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
strongly agree, Doc Mister. Strongly agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
For the purposes of the game, we're just gonna say yes. Strongly agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree, Doc.
I charge in to
Not
deal
that
with
way.
my problems head on.
Strongly agree, even in real life.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Well, Doc, I can't really say what I think it looks like because I don't really know. But we're gonna go with a chemical reaction. Yes, a chemical reaction will do just fine, I think.
Okay. How about this one?
It's a man, and his shadow is casting. I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you guys actually say this thing actually looks like in real life? If somebody was to like show you this picture, what would you guys say? Me personally, I think it looks like a man, and like a shadow is being casted. That's what I think it looks like. Actually, a piece of art.
Last one.
Breadman. Or beard.
Well, that's all she wrote.
Wow.
I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
Two
See if it all
bears, high
seems right
five.
to you.
Okay. At least I know I wasn't the only one thinking it, you know? Let's see. Medicine, melee weapons, speech. I always go with speech, at least for one, right? I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Which one should we do? There are many options, but only one would do nice. What do you normally go with, Bong Chambers? I'm probably not even saying your name right, probably neither. I apologize for that. What do you guys think? Well, I'd go one charisma, so speech and barter. So speech and barter, you think? Because we do have one that is speech, but we don't have barter. So I'll probably like take it from here. Get rich quick, huh? Alright, alright. So should we leave this one as medicine? Because now we have a point in speech and we have a point in barter. I wish there was a way like a program that while I'm streaming, like you guys can choose as well, like what happens in the game, if that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about? Because honestly, me personally, I think these three are pretty good. And I want to say, I'm gonna see if I can't find something like that. We're just gonna go ahead and oh, okay. So for now then, probably just leave this alone. And just go with that.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
Yes,
I
Dr.
got a
Mitchell.
form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Well, how do you know that, Dr. Mitchell? I mean, I could be prone to getting shot in the head. I mean, hello. It could be a medical term. Built to destroy, claustrophobia, early bird, flesh shot. You know what? I have never done a playthrough with Wild Wasteland. So I kind of want to do that. Let's see what that's like with this mod that we have installed. It's not a heavily modded playthrough, but it is a modded playthrough, if that makes sense.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, Doc Mitchell. We're gonna follow you then, boy. Maybe follow you. We're gonna continue stealing your stuff, okay? I don't think he cares. He just continues walking. Some bullets, that'll help, maybe. Some good old-fashioned medicine. Something to eat as well, in case we get hungry, guys. Do you have any other goodies for me, Doc Mitchell? Take the yeast. You never know when we're gonna need it, right? Could use it for who knows whatever yeast is used for, to be honest, besides alcohol.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you.
Oh, you do,
And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Well, thank you, Doc Mitchell, for patching me up. You know, I appreciate it. I don't know how I'm still alive, you know, but hey. I'm pretty sure a bullet to the head would have killed me, but apparently he's such a good doctor that we survived, guys. That's amazing. Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Anymore? Doc, I wasn't even trying to get killed in the first place, okay? It just kind of happened. It's not my fault. This will be interesting. Oh, yeah! Kind of feels good streaming again, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done this in so long because I don't know, maybe I just didn't have the want to, I guess. But now we do, so. Old World Blues. Also, guys, we have all of the DLCs with this game. Oh, holy crap, back on the shatter.
Howdy, partner.
Well, howdy, Victor.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Fit as a fiddle? I hope that's a good thing. I would imagine so. Thanks for digging me out of that grave there, partner.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
To a stranger in need. Well, I guess I'm not much of a stranger anymore, Victor. And apparently neither are you. How did you find what happened to me? Did you know who the men were that attacked me? He probably does, maybe, I think.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
So quick, I'm faster than lightning.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Well, how do you know that, Victor? Are you sure that they're gonna be able to help me out with that? Because they might not be able to.
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Well, that's a comforting thought there, partner.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Tell 'em Victor says howdy.
Happy trails!
Yep, happy trails to you too, partner. Gunrunner's Arsenal. You guys ever use the mod, I think it's called Living in the Desert or something like that? It's close enough to that. That's the mod that we're currently using. Along with, I think Unlimited Companions as well. Well, hell there, partner!
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Well, first of all, Easy Pete, why do they call you old Easy Pete? Why not Hard Pete? You look more hard than easy, to be honest. You look like you've seen a lot. Literally, one of the things. Why do they call you Easy Pete? I actually want to know.
Was
this.
a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR.
The NCR.
Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
So you're saying the reason why they call you Easy Pete because you just decided to be lazy? Is that it? I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's see.
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Anybody that has eyes like that, yeah, I wouldn't trust myself neither. Let's just be honest. What's wrong with the NCR? I want to know.
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Well, I guess that's that, I guess. I'm not sure too much about that.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Is that right? Well, good to know, Easy Pete. Yeah, just take it easy, I guess. Odd.
Cheyenne, stay.
Oh, what
Don't
the
worry,
heck?
she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Now, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Doc Mitchell said that you could teach me how to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you.
A thing or two?
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Well, wait, Sonny. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna go out here then. Good Spring Settler. Didn't know this was Fallout 4. Well, hello there, Pup. Alright, Sonny, we're out here. Now what? No funny business.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
You know, Sonny, I only have one question for you. And do you know what that is? How in the heck did you manage to do this standing here? What are you, a ghost or something? Do you have superpowers? Guys, I think Sonny, she's secretly a ghost.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Oh god, don't do that with your neck, please. If you do that one more time, we're gonna have a problem, Sonny. I missed!
Try
Alright, I
crouching
hit
down
it.
and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Alright, well, we're gonna crouch and do it then.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure, why not? Maybe.
Suit yourself. Hope this helped you some. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me.
Well, you
Hey, do
better
me a
make
favor.
sure that she did.
Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay, Sonny, we'll do that. Guys, I think Sonny's a ghost or something. She placed all of these here without moving. She must be a ghost or have telepathic powers or something.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Yeah, get out of here. I
Morning.
want to buy a drink, sir.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Well, thank you, I guess. I'm not sure how to react to that. I'm trying to track down some of the people that attacked me. Do you know anything about this?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Well, maybe you didn't do it on purpose. Maybe, I don't know. I don't care about your stupid radio. Where did those guys go?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Oh yeah, well, why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Okay. So where were they headed? That's what we want to know.
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Alright, well, that makes sense, I guess. Overheard that
Looks like our
argument.
little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Except for they obviously did, because, yeah, that guy didn't seem very happy. So, how do you explain that? Uh-oh.